Haha, right, so it looks like we found it. So I'm just going to stick our gear on and I'll see you once we go inside. I hope we can get back up it. I'm going to go down on my back. So I don't want to be touching this root. A bit slippy going. So Tom and Gary for mine exploration. Come out today, it's a bit overcast, as you can see, a bit grey in the sky. This is leading on from Danby Level on our last video. And we're going a bit further around the valley this time, so there's another 4 or 5 miles up here that we're going to go and explore today. We've got some gigantic lime kilns there in front of us. We'll go and take a look at them in a second. And this enormous spoil heap, so this is the reason why we came up. I've been looking at it on the GPS and on view range and stuff, so there should be a few more entrances around here. I've done a bit of research as well before we come up, obviously. So this is all exciting, isn't it? I love finding these places out in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, we're socially distancing ourselves again, as we need to at the present time. So hopefully everybody's safe and doing all right at the minute. But anyhow, enough of that. We'll have a look at what's up here. So, well, this is exciting. I love these places. Big old hearths, aren't there? Well, that must be about 10 foot tall. It's got a lovely roof profile to them. You can still see the hearth there at the back. Has it got timber in there? No, oh no. Yeah, that's strange. It's got a timber here, look. Didn't expect to see that. I've actually repaired my wellies, so I glued them, and to keep the patch on overnight, I stuck a piece of roofing lead on top just to keep the pressure on. And of course, I got up this morning, glued the roofing lead to my trousers, haven't I? It's alright though, I pulled it off, so I'm not carrying lead around with me. You'd normally expect a mine entrance to be the head of the spoil heap, but of course the head of this spoil heap, we've got the lime kilns. Of course it could just be spoil from the lime kilns perhaps, but I know this is roughly the area where we need to be. I'm pretty sure it's open.
It's the start of it, but I can't see if it goes on.
I think we should butchers. Oh look, there's always a big weed, big spiky weed right in front of the entrance, isn't there? Yeah, look. This is looking good. Haha, right, so it looks like we found it. So I'm just going to stick our gear on and I'll see you once we go inside. Let's have a look and see what we can find in here then. Oh god, it's always these tiny little entrances, isn't it? Can we fit through that? Guy, can you pass us the camera if I try and get through it? Yeah. Might have to pull some more of these rocks out there, like. Try and put them back exactly as we found them. good. Looks actually dry. This is tight. Thank you. Spin this round and knock the lights on. There we go. Just have to watch my footing here. And what I think I'll do is, there you go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to reset a few settings on this camera and then we'll crack on. Right, so I've just turned around from the entrance. So this is the first time we've been here. First time anyone's been here for a long time by the looks of that entrance. And look at this already. A little thin post holding that up, and it looks like we've had a few problems here before. Because if we're looking at the roof, look at the beams, railway track. Strange shaped railway track though. In there, and look, we've got a nail here, knocked in there. Stake put in there, absolutely. Someone's proper braid that, look at the state of that head. And we've got this under there, so it looks like this has been a real problem area. Oh, in fact, look at it. As we're looking around, look at the wall there. And here, look at the big crack. That looks loose. I think we ought to be careful with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a bit loose there, Gary. It's not the best, is it? And again, here, look at the ceiling. So we've got some more rails that they've been putting in. But look at the shape of the rails, aren't they strange? So we've got a big flange here, and then along, what's that? It's probably about 4 to 5 inches. In fact, it's almost the shape of a camelback, you know, because it sort of comes out here and then narrows there. They are camelbacks. Oh, I wonder what they're doing with camelbacks up here. Strange. So we can see down the end there as well. It's a hole. They've just got it wedged in. And above me head, there's all rotten wood and all these deads. So we shall move on. Oh, a bit slippy. If we turn around and look, blow my neck, Gary. That's serious, that. Yeah, we don't want that coming down. There's a big owl rock there. Yeah, we'll have to, well, can't do that about it, can we? Yeah, this is definitely not a good ceiling. If we're looking up here, look, there's another big crack running down there. It looks like they're trying to wedge it in here, look. So this is all saying it's been done quite cheap as this morning, I think. I think if this was a big producer, they would have pulled all that lot down and skewed it a bit better. So we've got thick mud on the floor. God, blimey, this isn't the best of mines, this. Look at the state of this. I don't know if this is what this is in the head. You can see there, look again. Got more problems running up there. Is this ISO on auto? Yeah, it is. It just needs a little break to me. Yeah, so we're all clear of that lot. And look at this up here. What is that? It's almost like a double wedge shaped thing in the roof there, look. What is it? It's almost like, you know, feathers where you got feathers in and then you whack your tape in between. There's another one. I'll show you in a second, just find this. Now look, so we've got all these bits. It looks like they've been using just any sort of metalwork that they had to hand to put between the cracks. I'm not liking this roof, Gary. There's a lot of dangerous big old rocks here, like. I think we might be coming up to the end. I'm not sure yet. So you've got to be careful. You just watch it's not a hole here, Gary. I don't like it when there's timbers on the floor around something that looks circular. No, so it's going round to the left. It's all looking a little bit more solid now. I don't know that in the entrance shift. Well, we dodgy that, wasn't it, the entrance part? A lot of very big hanging boulders. All looking rather precarious, like, to me. We'll move past that and we're heading deeper into the mine. It's taking a turn off to the left now. It looks like we've gone through an area of shale. Put a big lamp on so you can see a bit further. Bit of arching again. So I'm just going slowly so we can see all the details. There's an old timber there on the left, just sat there, rotted away. Yeah, interesting. So up here we've got there's at least 4 mines. There's possibly 5, depending whether it's open or not. I don't know if they're all open or not actually. The last time that we know someone was over here was about 2009. Somebody that we can talk to about it. But as to whether they're all still open, who knows? Just have to wait and see. But the valley terminates at the top with an old colliery, so which I think closed. I'm only going from memory, so I might get this wrong, but I think it closed about 1860, the mid 1860s. So it's quite an old sort of area up here. I believe the coal authority sealed it now, so we might be able to have a look down there. Hopefully you'll notice that if I shake the camera, give it a very good shake, that rattling stopped, because it was really annoying that every time you moved the camera something was rattling. So I've sorted that out, so that'll reduce a bit of editing time trying to get rid of the awful clicking, which you could probably hear on some of the last few videos that we did. It was just two latches that were rattling all the time and being quite irritating. So we're into a shaled portion of the mine here, leaving the archway long behind. It's all very quiet. Well, it's still a bit of echo, isn't it? So typical of these shale areas, as you can see on the ground, we've got all this area of small falls and things. It's so unstable, the shale, that's the trouble. Yeah, we're certainly up in the middle of nowhere here. It's not the sort of place we're going to have a problem in. So I think it'll take a bit of finding. So it looks like we've gone through the shale and back into, ooh, Mr. Mason. So behind there, we'll have to climb up that and have a look what's up there. You can see we've got a walled up. I bet that's a shaft behind there. We'll crack on, keep going ahead, and we'll come back to that. We might have a look up if we've got time. So back to some water. Hopefully the patch is going to hold. I'll just keep my eyes down on the floor here. Let's see, we don't know much about this mine, so I don't know if there's any sumps or anything that we need to look out for. Just going to turn that aperture a little bit. There we go. Just fall on the wall. What goes on? So the spoil heap outside is reasonably sized. It's like a reasonable size, so we'd expect this to go in a fair way, but it doesn't look like it was a particularly rich mine or anything. I imagine sort of over this way on, they're probably trying to meet some of the seams in to intersect them from the side. Of course, we've got a lot of very big veins over this way. And as yet, if we look up, you can't really see what they were trying to follow at the minute. I don't see any quartz or anything. So we've got a small hollowed out area here to our left. And it carries on. Now look at the water here. Probably can't see that on the camera, but there's a lot of sort of floating. It's obviously very, very stagnant. And the water level hasn't changed by quite a while by the looks of it, because there's a good old tide mark on the walls. It's exactly where the water is now. Very black though. I mean, look at the sides. See how black it is through the side. It's slippy there. Also, as usual, I'm just looking out for dates and things on the walls. Anything that we can use to identify this. And just look at this. Look at the colours. Yes, it's so quite difficult to light because it's also very dark in here. Obviously it's dark, it's a mine, but you know what I mean. The earth, the land, the stone. But look at the colour of the floor, isn't this strange? It's all like a milkiness. Ghostly. Oh, don't start all this again, Tom Ghost. And then here, now look. What is going on here? Look at the colour. I'm going to have to get a photograph of this, I think. So just, sorry people, I'm just going to get a photograph. Right, so just grabbed a photograph of this. It's actually flowing towards us. But it's flowing where the colour is. Weird. Yeah, so it looks like we've got a bit of a fall here. So I think we might go back and look at that shaft or whatever it was. Yeah, so you can see it's gone right up into the shale here. So where we are now, to my left, there's the top of the original passageway, which I'm climbing up over the top of. It's a bit slippy. Is that full of water? I don't know if that's really deep water there. Oh. I hope this is safe enough. I don't like these big shale falls like this. I'm just going to have a bit of a look around and see, because we've got on your right, you can see there, that's fairly solid rock. I suppose the left is as well to a certain extent. It's just above my head, isn't? I need to go down there. Okay. I hope we can get back up it. I'm going to go down on my back. I don't want to be touching this root. A bit slippy, Gary. Right, so the water here is a bit deeper. So if I go, you come across there. See how steep it is. I hope we can get up there alright. Yes, as expected, the water was backed up there. Lift this up. So this is a very heavy shale section. Just looking at the walls. Don't sign of any tracks or anything though. Apart from those holding the roof up at the entrance there. So, I think this would be a lead level. I'm pretty sure this is a lead level. The reason I'm saying that is because of the amount of coal mines there is around here as well. There is at least 3 mines I know of up here that were mining for coal in this area. I think most were by a shaft rather than an adit there. So it looks like we might come to another... Ooh, what's that? Not sure. Another arch section. It's a short arch section. Well, I would have thought there from a little entrance like that. Not much outside. I've got this great thing inside. There's a lot of shot firing all there. Yeah, so you've got a shot hole. Or it could be, of course, a chisel. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought from looking on the outside it would have gone this steep. So I don't know whether I've said the name of this mine yet. Ah, look, that's what it was. So you can see here what the round holes are. Got another bigger one there. I think what they're probably doing here, you know, got some gypsum on the roof. I suspect there might be the beginnings of an arch, you know, like where they're sticking in the timbers so that you can attach your blocks to it. It looks like we're coming to a junction point or something. No, that's just a bit of a strange. Is that an oil pass or something that's collapsed? Let's have a look up here. Yeah, so shine that up there. So there's been a bit of a shaft up there. Ooh, oh, muddy. And it carries on. It's got like a hard crust on the top. So it's sort of crunching as we're walking. Oops. It looks like we're coming to another. Holy moly. So there's that nice square slab there, Starting to get a bit warm now. And it looks like this is the end. Yeah, so if we get here, you can see, get me light on it. That's the end of the level there. So again, that was an interesting one. This I believe is root level. Which is sort of Punchard Gill we're on. Didn't expect it to go this far, that's for sure. Problem is now I've got an awful collapse to climb back. Oh God, always something, isn't there? So we're going to make our way back to that shaft and we'll climb up on the wall, and if it is a shaft, we'll climb up and just see what's over the other side of that wall, because it's definitely blocking something up. So I'll start the video once we get back there. Right, so we've come back to this, it's possibly a shaft on the left hand side. So I think one of us, do you want to do the honours or should I do the honours? Let's climb up and take a quick butchers over the top. So give Gary a bit of space. So watch our wall doesn't fall. It is a shaft. Are you able to do the camera? Let's have a quick. Oh yeah, there is. There's holes going through here, so you can see through. Thank you. Yeah, so there is a shaft there. Gary says it's not very deep. How deep would you say, Gary?
20 foot maybe, something.
About 20 foot deep shaft there, so we've just walled it off to make it a bit safer, I suppose, for the miners and everything. Then we're back into this shale. Lovely shale. So now I've been doing a bit of reading, found books on geology and things. I'm led to believe that when you see this, and you've got this sort of angled flat face coming down like that, that is actually the edge of the vein, and what we're studying is the vein. So they'd have followed that seam, we'll just come out of it there. And strange standing stone there. Yeah, so you can see it here on the right. They follow the edge of the vein, just keep going over to the left. From where we're looking at it. Until they came back to rock. And sometimes they would keep going to the left in search of parallel vein. So you can just see it on the bottom there, so I suppose there's only a smallish vein here that we're following, if what I read is correct. Let's see if we can get up this. Got to keep low, that's the trouble. It's slippy, Gary. Actually, I'll put it on. This is actually quite slippy to get up here. I have to really dig in with the elbows. It's not poke your feet into the shale. Let's see if I can swing myself around. I'll wait here and see. Make sure Gary can get up there okay. I need to give him a pull up. Yeah, Gary's like a mountain goat. Straight up. And look, single root. And this is back to that strange sort of milky water. Do you know what? I've just done all of that and I've had the camera in photo mode, not in video mode. I feel depressed. Does that mean I'm going to have to go there again? Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Oh, I was so depressed there. Good Lord. Lord, was I depressed. Yeah, I went and left the camera in photo mode from a photograph I took, so it was quite a small, quite a big aperture of 2.8. Which is a bit bigger than what I would tend to want to do a movie at, and also the shutter speed, the shutter angle was probably not 180, so God only knows what that was doing. But I've reviewed it on the camera and it seems to have taken, so a little bit happier until I get home and find it's all blurry or something, but never mind. Oh, there is rail here, I didn't see that in the wind. It's warm. Could I pass this to you and would you mind passing it back out? Or thank you. Gary, sure this is tighter. Sure this is tight, I don't know what you're doing. Sure that tight, you're getting back out. Isn't it? It wasn't that tight getting in there. Is that back on the right? That was a rope load tighter coming out of that. Got my head through, couldn't get my shoulders through it. Poor old Gary had to struggle getting through as well. Yeah, something moved there, don't know what. Oh well. Man, it's often easier, isn't it, to go down feet first than it is to go up head first, so... like children, they come out head first. That's because they're stupid babies. Right, so back at the lime kilns again. So there should be another mine. That was roof level. Now we're going to see Fox's level, which will be part 2 of this video. Aha, right. Mr. Mason, I've always said he's got beady round eyes, and he spied it. Higher up than what we thought. Don't like the sounds of this. Mr. Mason says it looks dodgy. What? Jesus Christ. No.